affected by the campfire that has devastated our beloved Paradise and Magalia communities, as well as others.
Everyone remembers Gary Burghoff as the soft-spoken heart of MASH, the quiet clerk with the teddy bear and the smile that melted millions. But behind the scenes, that gentle energy created tension so intense that some castmates did not just dislike him, they resented him deeply and swore they would never work with him again. And the most shocking part is that these were not outsiders. These were the co-stars who once called him family, before turning around and humiliating him in ways fans never knew. Wayne Rogers was the first to explode at Gary Burghoff. And their clash shocked everyone because Wayne was never the type to lose control. Yet something about Gary pushed him to a breaking point that changed the set forever. The trouble began when producers noticed radar testing incredibly well with audiences. RATINGS meetings kept pointing to Gary. And Wayne, who believed Trapper John would be the co-lead, started noticing scenes originally built for him being rewritten to give Gary more emotional weight. Gary's insecurity made things worse. And during Season 2 at Malibu Creek State Park, he began having unpredictable mood swings that no one could ignore. In the middle of a mess tent scene, Gary suddenly walked off, upset that Radar would not react that way, leaving Wayne staring at him in disbelief. Later, Gary interrupted Wayne again and again, insisting Radar should control the scene. Wayne's patience snapped, and in a moment that stunned the entire crew, he grabbed a metal folding chair and threw it at Gary, a boom mic operator later said. He had never seen Wayne look like that, and it terrified the room. Their relationship ended instantly, and Wayne never spoke to Gary again. Not during filming, not during reunions, not ever. And many insiders say that tension was one of the reasons Wayne refused to return to the show. McLean Stevenson did not even try to hide his frustration. From their earliest scenes, he realized Gary was the one cast member he could never relax around. McLean worked loose and natural, while Gary worked tight and emotionally fragile. And during one mess tent shoot, the two collided badly. They filmed a touching moment where Henry comforts Radar. McLean added a light joke, and the crew smiled, but Gary did not. And when the director called cut, Gary confronted him, saying he was making Radar the fool. The comment stunned McLean, and from that moment, he kept his distance. By Season 3, their relationship was cold. And when McLean announced he was leaving, people whispered that the emotional pressure with Gary played a part. When McLean died in 1996, the two had never resolved anything. But the most heartbreaking conflict came with Alan Alda, the leader of the show. Gary snapped during a rewrite session, complaining that Radar deserved better lines and accusing Alan of writing Hawkeye as the hero every time, a comment that froze the room. Weeks later, the tension exploded again on the Swamp Tent set when Gary refused direction and insisted Radar should respond with more authority. Alan stepped in gently, and Gary snapped at him, saying Alan did not decide how Radar felt. Alan did not yell. He simply said, "We are trying to work, Gary." But his tone carried a wall that never disappeared. From then on, they filmed scenes inches apart while barely speaking a word off camera. Yet despite every conflict, Gary Burghoff walked away with something none of them could take from him. Radar became the soul of MASH, and his legacy outlived every feud. Do you think Gary was misunderstood, or were these clashes bound to happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, and hit the bell icon for more hidden stories of classic Hollywood.